Did you know that more than 2,000 years ago, humans built a device capable of tracking the movements of the sun, moon, and planets long before modern computers existed? From ancient machines that work like computers to temples that predate farming, the world is filled with discoveries scientists still can't fully explain. Some of these finds rewrite what we thought we knew about human history, and others just make us wonder, what else have we missed? In this journey, we'll explore artifacts, manuscripts, and monuments that continue to baffle researchers from the depths of the Aegean Sea to the deserts of Peru, and from the jungles of Central America to the caves of Indonesia. Along the way, we'll weigh the evidence, consider alternative theories, and uncover the stories behind some of the planet's most mysterious creations. The Antikythera Mechanism, the ancient Greek computer. Discovered deep beneath the Aegean Sea in 1901, the Antikythera Mechanism is a corroded bronze fragment. At first glance, it seemed ordinary, but when scientists examined its complex network of gears, they realized they were looking at something extraordinary, an ancient analog computer, capable of predicting eclipses and tracking the motions of planets, a feat not replicated for more than 1,000 years. Crafted around 100 to 50 BCE, this device was likely the product of Hellenistic astronomers, using advanced gear technology to model the heavens. It shows precision, mathematical understanding, and craftsmanship that seem almost very sophisticated for its era. Some have speculated wildly, claiming it might be proof of lost civilizations or even alien intervention. But careful analysis of inscriptions, computer tomography, CT scans, and historical context strongly suggest a very human origin. Brilliant minds of ancient Greece, building a machine to understand the cosmos. Even so, its complexity continues to shock researchers, reminding us that the boundaries of ancient science were far wider than what most of us imagine. The VOYNICH manuscript, the book no one can read. What if you picked up a 600-year-old book filled with drawings of plants that don't exist, and you couldn't read a single word? That's the mystery of the VOYNICH manuscript. It was purchased by a book dealer, Wilfrid Voynich, in 1912. This 240-page coded text has baffled scholars for over a century. Carbon dating places it in the early 1400s. An analysis confirms its ink and materials are authentic. The pages are covered with an unknown script alongside botanical and astrological illustrations. Despite decades of effort, no one has conclusively deciphered the text. Some researchers suggest it might be a herbal or medical manual written in codes or a lost language. Others propose it's an elaborate hoax designed to intrigue and confound. Alternative theories range from alien writing to encoded alchemical secrets, yet none of these claims have credible evidence. If it is a hoax, it's arguably the most intricate and mysterious literary prank ever bound in leather, leaving us to wonder what secrets, if any, lie hidden in its pages. The stone spheres of Costa Rica, perfectly round and purpose unknown. Imagine wandering through the jungle and stumbling upon dozens of perfectly round stone spheres, some larger than beach balls, scattered across the landscape. These are the Diquis stone spheres of Costa Rica, discovered in 1939 and carved between 600 and 1000 CE. Made from solid gabbro stones, the spheres are nearly flawless in symmetry, a remarkable feat for their time. Archaeologists believe the spheres served as status symbols or territorial markers for the Diquis people, yet no inscriptions or records survive to explain their exact purpose. Some speculate that they mark astronomical alignments, burial sites, or even function as relics of lost civilizations. While fringe theories abound, the mainstream view recognizes the spheres as evidence of an organized and skilled society. Even with modern tools, carving stone to such perfection remains impressive, reminding us that human creativity often leaves behind mysteries just as compelling as the artifacts themselves. The Baghdad Battery, electricity before Edison? Could the ancients really have invented a battery? This is a question scientists asked themselves when they uncovered this clay jar in 1936 near Baghdad. The jar contained a copper tube and an iron rod, sealed with bitumen. Dated between 250 BC and 650 AD, this artifact quickly sparked imaginations. Some experiments show that under the right conditions, the assembly could produce about half a volt, enough to perform simple electroplating. Many archaeological evidence suggests it was never used to generate electricity. Scholars generally believe the jar had a ritual or storage function rather than being an ancient power source, but the mystery still remains that the jar's design mimics the basic principles of a galvanic cell, the same concept that powers batteries today. The idea of a functioning battery thousands of years ago has captured popular imagination. Whether ancient science was far ahead of its time, or we've been giving this clay jars a little too much credit, we may never know. But the Baghdad Battery continues to jolt curiosity, a spark from history's deep past. The SAQQARA bird, Egypt's mysterious aeroplane. Something surprising is that there is an artifact from 2,000 years ago that looks like a tiny aeroplane. Yes, that's exactly what the SAQQARA bird is, an 18-centimeter wooden figure discovered in an Egyptian tomb. In 1898, its wing shape resembles that of a glider and a tail, prompting speculation that ancient Egyptians might have had knowledge of aerodynamics. Egyptologists, however, see it differently. They say it was likely a symbolic carving or a toy, not a functional aircraft. But wind tunnel tests with replicas have shown that it could glide very stably. Some theorists argue it might represent a model of ancient flight. Yet the simplest explanation is that it was a playful or ceremonial object that fits the archaeological context. So, was it a prototype glider or simply a very cool bird for the afterlife? The debate continues, but it reminds us that we have only uncovered a little of the Earth's knowledge. The NAZCA lines, messages to the gods or the sky. How could an ancient culture create gigantic drawings visible only from the sky long before humans could fly? Stretching across the Nazca Desert in southern Peru, hundreds of geoglyphs depict animals, plants, and geometric patterns carved between 200 BC and AD 600. Archaeologists believe the Nazca lines were part of ritual practices, possibly communicating with deities to ensure fertility, water, or agricultural success. Straight lines, curves, and detailed animals may have guided ceremonial processions or marked sacred sites. Many theories suggested runways for alien visitors or messages from the skies. But with no written records to guide interpretation, the desert keeps its secret. What is certain is the scale and precision of the lines, a testament to the vision and organization of the Nazca people. Göbekli Tepe, civilization before civilization. 7,000 years before Stonehenge, hunter-gatherers in southeastern Turkey built what may be the world's oldest known temple complex, Göbekli Tepe. It was discovered in 1994 by archaeologists. Dating to around 9,500 BC, this site features massive T-shaped stone pillars arranged in circles, adorned with carvings of lions, boars, and birds. The sophistication of the site challenges conventional ideas about the rise of civilization. Its builders were likely pre-agricultural hunter-gatherers, yet they organized labor, processed massive stones, and created intricate carvings long before farming or permanent settlements existed. Some speculate about lost civilizations or extraterrestrial influence, but evidence points to human creativity alone. Göbekli Tepe reshapes our understanding about complex social structures and religious activity, pointing out that it may have preceded farming rather than followed it, showing that the roots of civilization are far deeper and more mysterious than we once thought. The Yonaguni Monument, Japan's underwater pyramid. Could a structure buried underwater off the coast of Japan be the remnants of an ancient civilization? In 1986, divers discovered the Yonaguni Monument near Okinawa, a massive underwater formation about 50 meters long and 20 meters wide, featuring flat terraces and sharp angles. Geologists argue that the formation is natural, shaped by earthquakes and erosion over millennia. Cracks and joints appear to follow the patterns of bedrock rather than carved blocks. Yet the monument's straight lines and angular surfaces have sparked speculation about a lost civilization from the last ice age or even mythical lands like Mu or Lemuria. While no artifacts or tool marks have been found on it, the structure remains a curious puzzle, a place where nature's geometry almost mimics human design, leaving us to ask, is this the work of Earth or of long-forgotten hands? Homo floresiensis, the hobbit of Indonesia. When scientists discovered these tiny human bones in a cave on Flores Island in 2003, they first thought they were children's, but they were wrong. Homo floresiensis, nicknamed the Hobbit, stood just over a meter tall and lived as recently as 50,000 years ago. Initially debated as pathological modern humans, repeated discoveries confirmed they were a distinct species, possibly descended from an early island-dwelling people. The phenomenon of island dwarfism explains their small stature, but their advanced behaviors, including using tools and possibly fire, show their remarkable intelligence. Some speculation ties them to the mythical Ebu Gogo of Indonesian folklore, yet the evidence points to natural evolution. The discovery of Homo floresiensis reminds us that the human family tree is far stranger and smaller than we ever imagined. Conclusion: every one of these discoveries reminds us how incomplete our understanding of the past still is. From ancient Greek computers to submerged monuments, mysterious manuscripts to tiny humans, some secrets are hidden in plain sight, while others may never be fully solved. Science gives us answers grounded in evidence, yet the gaps in knowledge invite curiosity, imagination, and wonder. Each artifact, each site, challenges what we think we already know about human history and about ourselves. Which of these discoveries do you think hides the biggest secret? Drop your theory in the comments and join the conversation. The past is full of mysteries, and exploring them is just the beginning.